Hi, I'm here today to talk about the habits we've been changing during this pandemic. Well, actually, at least for me, I did not change my habits, although I was exposed to a bunch of bad habits that were um, gradually sneaking in to my life, and I totally wasn't aware of them. So nowadays, I'm practicing a lot more. I would say at least 30% more than before. And that is not because I'm making a huge effort. That is not because I am dedicating myself to practice more. It's exactly the opposite. I just saw my previous bad habits being exposed to myself. Things that were taking up time from my life, from my daily routine, and that I didn't actually choose. I was actually used to them, but I didn't choose them. And that is pretty amazing because nowadays I'm practicing more, I'm working more, I'm dedicating more time to my family, and at the same time, I have more free time. So no big changes in our habits during the pandemic. Although, because of the circumstances, we've been all exposed to many of our previous bad habits, habits that were taking up our time and our life and our energy. And we didn't necessarily choose them, but we ended up being used to them. And that is, for me, kind of mind-blowing. Now my students are saying, well, great students. Those guys were taking on average 2.5 classes a week in 1 year. Although now those guys are taking from 5 to 7 classes, 7 hours of practice a week. So that is a big change. And they come to me saying, well, I wake up, I keep my pajamas, and I go straight to my mat that is under the bed or by the bed or in my living room, and I get started with a practice. That is a huge change. What were those people doing before? What were they doing early in the morning? Well, that is the question, and that was the main thing for me. For me, that was the whole point. I was doing a bunch of things that I didn't necessarily choose to be doing. They gradually sneaked in, and I got used to them, and I thought I needed. But now, with all this isolation, that was in a way a elimination of many distractions. I've been able to practice more and better, to interact more and better with my family. And I've been working from my own standards more and better as well. But I'm also experiencing more free time to myself. So I don't know if we've changed habits. I think we might have been exposed to some of the things that were actually consuming our time without being our priorities. So this is one of the reflections I'd like to offer to you. What happened? Have you been deprived from things you love, or have you been deprived from distractions you didn't actually love that much? Yes, challenging times, lots of different things happening, and lots of people suffering, and that is undeniable. Although there is an upside to all this, and for me, the upside is exactly that. The clarification I have had when I was exposed to the things that were taking up my time and that I didn't actually choose. They chose me, and I was distracted, so I haven't seen it coming. But now I've been, in a way, liberated from all that, and I've been experiencing more free time. more productive time, more practice time, and more family time as well. At least this was my experience. So this is the reflection I'd like to offer to you today.